Got these HSBK Racing captive wheel spacers. Looks like 2 for the rear maybe, and 1 for the front, or 2 for the front and 1 for the rear. I'm not sure, but so far this is the first rear I pulled out that will get replaced with this guy. So you can, we'll see how that goes. And then yeah, part of why I'm doing this now is I've got the super light 44 tooth. I just bought a steel. The stock here is the 43, and eventually I'm going to get some forged wheels, so I want to kind of play around with sprocket size before I don't want to get a different sprocket size and different wheels at the same time. So yeah, I'm just going to try that out. So I'm probably going to take this off and not put it back on. You can see as this comes out. Got the cush drives in there. I guess over time those go bad every now and then. You replace those guys. And I saw this cast piece, the sprocket holder. I see a couple companies make a billet version of that, so I don't know. I'm not sure how much lighter, or if that's worth getting or what, but just something, another thing. Let's see what these guys weigh. Here's the the stock 43, and we're at 1 pound 11 ounces. And super light 44, both steel. I didn't bother buying the aluminum. 1 pound 3 ounce, so you're looking at 8 ounce, half a pound lighter on a larger, still steel sprocket. Here's my first attempt at some sprocket safety wiring. Let's see, I think I started here and then went through 2 through there, 2 through there, 2 through there, 2 through there, and then since there was already 2 through here, there's 3 holes on each one. I put 1 through the 1 spare hole, and then I wrapped the other one around, and then I kind of went around either side of this, and then did another second twist to tie it all together, and then just kind of looped it around so you don't poke your finger. So it is what it is. I don't think they'll come off, but looks, I don't know, looks pretty good. And there's the wheel spacer popped in pretty nice. See how it all goes back. I'm gonna have to I'm definitely gonna have to scoot these in a little bit. The whole part of the reason I just went up 1 tooth 43 to 44 is just because I knew I could easily still use the stock chain. So I just today got a little over 2,000 miles on the bike, so chain still seems pretty solid. So I'm just going to try to utilize the same chain and then just get up 1 tooth and see if that even makes much of a difference. I think it kind of will. So we'll see. Get this thing first. I got to get I haven't, this is the first time I've taken the wheel off, so I've never got to actually clean back here. So I got to get this all nice and cleaned out before I put the wheel back on. So I'm changing out the wheel spacer on the brake side. There's the stock one, and then here's the new captive one that will supposedly be easier to have on there. So pretty nice. They stay in pretty good. There was a tiny bit of oil. I don't know. Usually on my dirt bikes, I put some weatherproof kind of grease on these, but there's There was already a little grease on here, and I'm not going to be driving in the mud and the dirt like I do, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Should be fine, especially since these have more lips to protect the bearings than the stock spacers. So, since I'm not touching the brake caliper or these bolts, I'm not doing anything here, but I think at the end of the day, at some point I may, when I get a new wheel, I'll probably try doing some safety wiring on the brake caliper bolts as well, or brake disc, I mean. Oh, got it all put back together. There's the safety wire. And 44 tooth. And then I got the chain adjusted. It needs about a 30 millimeter range is what they say, so it's kind of close. We'll see. I'm gonna ride it for a minute and then a short ride and then check it again. But wasn't too hard getting it back on. It's actually fairly easy. I don't know if the captive wheel spacers helped or anything, but it was fairly easy to get it back together. I actually got the an underslung rear brake caliper from Robum. I'm actually going to send it back because I thought it was black. I don't really want the raw for this big giant piece. I think HSBK sells one as well, and I'm pretty sure they're just black, so I'm going to send this back, get a black one. Otherwise I'd have to pay to coat this, or I don't really want to paint it. This is also a Robum titanium engine bolt I got. Just a random thing. Not trying to save weight. I'm just wondering maybe it could give the bike a different vibration feel somehow. And then this was the brake line they sent me. I'm also going to send this back because on the picture, the banjo fittings were supposedly black, but they sent me silver, so I kind of was disappointed in that. I'm going to send that back. And then I've got this Spider rear sprocket guard thing I'm gonna throw on. I'm gonna drill and tap the swing arm. And then I got a couple of different switch for my hidden kill switch. And then this is actually a Robum manual cam chain tensioner. I can't really see it, but I'm not going to install that quite yet, but I will install it eventually. And then these are two Robum rear shock titanium bolts. Same thing as the other one. I'm not trying to save weight, but I figure it could give a different feel to the bike somehow versus steel versus titanium. So those are the next things I got on the books. And then I got this this other brake pedal that I'm going to where the hell did it go? Chop a little piece of this aluminum that I got, and it's right here hidden. I'm gonna chop off a little chunk of that so that I can it'll mount sideways to the brake arm and then bolt back down to that. So it's just another variation on this guy that I've got going. And then I'm going to do that, do another version with that, with a little 90-degree aluminum mount. And then I'm also going to do some sort of a mount, like they have concentric or whatever they call it, but something to raise the shifter a little bit higher. It's fine the way it is, honestly, but I'm just going to make it a little higher. I just kind of like it a little closer in line than down like it is. So those are the next things that I've got planned. So I'll probably ride this thing and see if that one tooth makes a difference. And then I was gonna do like a 2,000 mile review and just talk about the things I've done and the things I've undone and whatnot. So, all right, talk to you guys later. I just did a quick lube. I've been using this DuPont stuff. Works pretty good. Just lube it on, spray it across the top, and then kind of go section by section. And then after it dries, then I'll kind of spin it and wipe it off of the outside a little bit. But